Okay, so I'm Kelly, and my new student dialogue was on internationality. And I'm not sure that I really think my group achieved true dialogue, to answer the first question. Um, I mean, it's hard to get a whole bunch of teenagers to open up, I guess, but it was frustrating because no one would talk, and so it was kind of like really quiet and really awkward for a lot of the dialogue. So I'm not sure that in a setting like that you can really get to true dialogue. I think that, it wasn't like anyone was like trying to attack anyone else's beliefs. It wasn't like it was a debate necessarily. But I definitely think that, you know, we could have done better dialogue wise. And that kind of leads into the other question about how people were interacting and how the group was interacting. And I think kids just think that they're too cool to answer questions, and kind of kills me because it's not exactly how I am, but, I guess to each his own. So the second question is, were there active voices in the dialogue? And I would say that there were a few. There were definitely just a couple of people that, talked and kind of dominated the entire conversation. But it's not because they were trying to necessarily, it's because no one else would talk. And so there were all sorts of awkward silences. And I kind of hate that because I feel like if people did participate and did talk, then, it would have been a lot more helpful, a lot better. But, they just chose not to, which is unfortunate. I don't know. I guess it goes back to them being too shy or feeling like they're too cool to talk, You always have those people that are kind of sitting back like, I don't want to be here, which is kind of sad, but, it's only 2 hours. Let's see. I would say that I was kind of active. I was an active voice in my new student dialogue. It's mostly because I really hate awkward silence, so when there was a really, really uncomfortable silence, I couldn't take it, so I would answer. But, I know that the people who are in charge of the new student dialogue are trying really hard, and they really want you to participate. And I've been in the position that they're in where you're trying to get, students and other people to participate. And it's so frustrating when no one will, so I always, try and chime in at least a little bit so that it's not, awkward. And let's see, the other one. Okay, so why is New Student Dialogue a part of Library 100? That's the other question. I see the point in it. I do. I think that it's, to foster discussion and, kind of get kids thinking about the differences between the people that they're going to meet. Because, I know for me, I came from a really small Catholic high school, and I knew everyone, and pretty much everyone was, from the same social class, the same, we were the same religion, we were the same everything, and, just a whole bunch of middle-class people, so it's like, it's important, I think, to open students up to all of the other different, like different races and different internationality, like my new student dialogue was, or, different experiences that people have had, so I definitely understand that. So I think that that's probably why it's important. I think it's, also a great way to get kids to meet each other. I think that my new student dialogue could maybe have gone a little better. I think that definitely the, discussion could have been a lot more, I don't know, I guess a lot more, more like a dialogue than a discussion. It could have been a lot better, and people could have chimed in a lot more and given their experiences. But it's hard with internationality to even have experiences for us. We're still pretty young, and most people didn't really have many, much to say on it. So that was kind of a problem. But I have mixed feelings on whether or not I think it's useful. Because I think that the idea is really good, but I don't think that, the actual dialogue went as well as probably it could have. So I think that it could be useful if there was a way to get everyone to talk, but I don't really think that there is a way to get everyone to talk. So I kind of feel like, it's hard to say whether it's actually useful or not, because I think a lot of people are just thinking, oh, I just want to get this over with, and, I'm too cool to be here, and they kind of, don't participate, and because they don't participate, it's like, kind of makes new student dialogue useless. Another thing I would say is that I really, really hate the learning the name games. Those kill me, because it makes me feel like I'm in kindergarten. And we played so many like little games like that, and I kind of, I think that you could just cut that out and tell it to us straight, and we can just, be adults about it, because that's kind of what kills me. It's the only thing that really bothered me about the new student dialogue, is that I feel like it was almost too much holding our hands, whereas, we should be big kids by now. We should be able to carry on a conversation, not have to have like a game to get things started and things like that. So I don't know. I guess that's what bothered me about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it.